I've already got that bit. Easy. That needs to go up further. That needs to be this twisty. Take 19. Oh my god. It's not light. Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Richard and I are out in the Dumfries and Galloway Forest Park. We're going to head up for a combi of a hill walk, a pack raft and a wild camp. And we were only 2 minutes out the door and some guy on a mountain bike had an accident coming down the descent from the Merrick. So we've just been up to see him. He's walking wounded, but he's done quite a lot of damage to his helmet. He's bent a crank on his bike and the pedal is completely out of whack and he may well have fractured a shoulder or something. So anyway, we've given him some immediate pain relief. His mates are going to try and take some time with him, decide on the best plan of action, but there's help very close by if he needs to get, should he need an ambulance, but hopefully it's a case of logistics of going to get their car. They're away over at Clattering Shaw's Loch, which is a long way, 14 miles or something. And let's hope that the rest of today is less eventful. Well, what a roaster it is. I don't know what the temperature is at the moment, but it's one of the warmest ones we've had for a while, certainly in May. But yeah, nice views down to Loch Neldricken, which was another paddling plan B, but we're heading the difficult way, up this way. Right, first fill up. I haven't brought any water with me, so I'm just taking it on the go. Richard's got a bladder. It's got a wee bit steeper now. We're blowing out our asses. Richard's just turned his pole into Ronnie Corbett mode. On the subject of poles, you may notice I've only got one. The reason is, for some reason, one of my other cabin ones stuck. The section, mid-section gets stuck in here. Even with two of us doing tug of war, we couldn't get it out. So I'm one pole only. So that's us, I think, over the worst of the climb. We're now coming into the actual burn valley that takes us up to the loch. And yeah, it looks a lot better going. But we're really hot. I need more water. And we probably need some shade just to avoid sunstroke or heat stroke. Believe it or not, for Scotland. So we're going to try and take a break somewhere sheltered shortly. The upside of this amazingly dry weather. Oh, what time did we start at? Water beats. Maybe a bit. I should possibly call this, but they could be lovely for walking. I think we're nearly at the head of the burn, which should bring us up to Loch Valley, I think. Hopefully, somewhere just over there. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling the weight though. My left knee's twinging a wee bit with one pole. I reckon I'm somewhere about 15 kilos, maybe more. Richard reckons 18, 20. Yeah, so it's quite a heavy duty trip just to get all this stuff in. Well, for us anyway, because we just don't like carrying weight. I think we're close to the first loch. We're just over this hill, hopefully. Quite attractive place, actually. So I think probably 20 minutes to that call, if that. And then hopefully that'll be Loch Neldricken's launch point, somewhere around there. So it's all hard won. It's quite tough work getting here in this heat, but I think I'd rather have that over the bog if it was really bad weather. That, ladies and gents, is the objective. Loch Neldricken. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Loch Neldricken, I don't know. Anyway, not before time. Looking forward to just getting in a raft and chilling. I've sent Richard out as test pilot. There is a path allegedly just going back this way to the corner of the loch, but we're thinking, why bother? Let's just straight line to here. And I'm just waiting to see if Richard sinks up to his knee. Oh my god. Woo. Yo. Richard's got a Bear Carry Mountain Guide 45 litre plus, which is a really nice pack, but he struggled a wee bit with the comfort on it today. But we do love this feature. Look at that, the whole back unzips and everything is in there. That's great, actually, I do like that, that's really handy. Fantastic. That's great. Nice. No, it's a smart pack in its own right, I have to say. But a bit more climber orientated, obviously, than this kind of trip. It's quick. Right, we're going to try and use the wee Aero Go-Go pump, which is designed for sleeping mats, not pack rafts. Again. But hopefully it'll do the job and save me a wee bit of time. So I've just lumped my big Decathlon buoyancy aid up here with me. I mean, it's not that heavy, but it's bulky and a pain in the backside. And Richard pulls this out the bag. Where did you get that one? I'm going to get one of those. Much?
Oh, it's cheap chips.
So just to say, the wee Aero Go-Go pump, yet again, if you watched my previous video, you'll have seen more about this. But I just blew up the pack raft with it. Not bad. You do need a battery bank. So we're about ready to go. Head for a camp spot, and Richard's just setting up his pack on top of his raft. His alpaca is really nice because you can put the gear inside with this T-zip. So before you inflate it, you pack up the tubes with all your kit, balance it out as best you can, seal it and inflate. But today, just for ease of packing and whatnot, he's trying pack on top. And I've got the Frontier from Alibaba, direct from the factory in China. It's more simple, and I've just strapped the pack as normal on the front. I've actually got a strong wind coming in from this direction, so we want to try and get away over the far side of the loch, somewhere over there. So I think we'll probably have to contour along the right hand shore maybe to avoid the worst of the wind. It's the voyage part of the trip, and we're off. Away we go. Richard's off to my left. I'll try and get you in the shot. There he is. And we're going to head round the headland. There's a little river, or an area around the headland of the loch, which is quite narrow. Oh, see the fish ahead of us there? Just jumped. Richard with America in the background there. I can see, I'm hoping it's rocks and not people, but it actually looks like there's about 4 tents over there. If you see what I mean about. And we're not even bothering to paddle, we're getting the wind. It's taking us towards our destination, so we're just going to use that. There's also another beach actually just over there, which I'll try and zoom in for you. Quite a nice looking one there. Possibility. Just come into this wee bay. We've named it Feral Goat Bay. No idea, there's no feral goats here. But it seemed to suit.
Time trial is going to be at the Mary Hill. I do like a burner paddle where you can see right through the blade.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'll go to land here and just have a wee check this area out. That's alright. The good thing was we were in no rush. I mean, look at that, it's not too bad, is it? This is one of the campsites to remember, I would suspect. Pretty amazing. So we did spot a lot of geese prints and wondered where they were. Look at the size of them. Richard brings his tent, still with the hang tags attached to it.
I was thinking about the resale value.
fish moving around. Why did we not bring a rod? Absolute bomber. Keep moving, the midges are out.
Echo!
So I just want to give a shout out to Wooben, who've sent me this new torch, which isn't actually out yet. It's on Kickstarter though, and I'll put a link in the description below. It's called the Wooben X4. As you know, I've got the G5 already. I'll put it on screen, which is really nice. Very, very compact, and I use it like a little head torch. This is much more chunky, probably about a third longer, and probably about twice the weight. I don't know the specs exactly because they didn't come with it, but it has all these various settings on it here. If you're working in the tent at night, you can just have a very low light. I think they call it moonlight on this symbol here. If you put it on the main torchlight here and just press the button, and you'll see, if I don't blind you here, I'll try and put it offline a bit. There you go. It actually cranks out 1500 lumens, which I'd like to try tonight if it gets dark enough. But it's the usual really high quality standard of build. There's different coloured lights in here. Yeah, you've got also these pulsing light, and if I press and hold again, there you go. So that's for internal light of the tent. I want to use that mostly tonight. And again, you can control with a wheel, you can control the lumens that turns out, but it's a warm light rather than the front light. The thing is charged by USB-C, which you'll see in here. And it's really well built. Again, it's just really strong, really nicely made. It also has a metallic base, so you can attach it to anything metal if you're working in the house or on a car or whatever. And there's also a quick tactical flick light. You just press this very briefly and it just puts on full power instantaneously and turns back off again. So yeah, very nice. Thanks to Wooben for sending me this one. I do like it, but it's heavier for me. But if you want the power, it's probably the one to go for. Okay, let's try 1500 lumens on the Wooben X4.
See if you can see if you can blast through the water so you can see the fish.
It certainly lights up under the loch quite nicely. You can see all the plant growth quite far out. Certainly lighting up the hillside above the tents. Yeah, useful. Don't know quite what that is. Is that a satellite maybe catching the sun? Flying along the horizon? Or is it too slow, do you think?
I'm trying to think about the ones I see in the garden.
Space station?
It looks bigger than a satellite almost. It's so bright. Nothing on flight radar. Definitely not flashing. Not an aircraft.
Huh? Right, that's it folks. We're going to head to our beds. Had a good wee night. Managed to get a nice little controlled fire there. Some old briquettes that somebody had left behind. Which is just lighting up the area for my tent just now. It's quite nice. I'm going to get in, get into the sleeping bag and edit some video. So, good morning everybody. Well, Richard had a good sleep. I had a fitful sleep. Problems with my pillow, etc, etc. But anyway, we've got a few hours. We're nearly packed up and we're going to head back across the loch, which has been windy on and off. If we time it right, we might get it nice and calm. Let's head towards the trail. Now we're nearly at our landing point. That was a quick 10-15 minute crossing probably. And then we'll get out, get these boats packed up again and head down the hill. There we go, that's it. We're packed again and ready to head down the hill. Oh, yeah, thank you. Managed to get a lot of grit off my pack raft before I rolled it up and put it in the pack. That's quite worrying in case I punctured it, but hopefully we're alright. Anyway, hour and a half back to the car, hopefully.
Job done.
Job done. That's us back into view of Glen Trool. So we're not long to go now, probably an hour if that. Back to the car. All good. Right everybody, we're about 10 minutes from the car hopefully, so thank you again for watching. If you're new to the channel, wouldn't mind if you subscribe, that'd be great. Every sub counts, and even a wee like would help the YouTube algorithms. But hopefully I'll be out and again in about another week or so, and I'm not sure what it'll be, but yeah, another wee Magpie adventure. So from Richard and me, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you out there again soon. Cheers just now.